So you hit the trifecta with passing, running, and receiving touchdowns this year. So taking to just how special that is, and getting the first rushing one on Saturday.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think they call it a hat trick in baseball or something like that. Hockey, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's just a testament to the team and the guys being able to block and just everything coming together. With the team accomplishments, you get those individual accomplishments, and we hope to get a lot more of those. So.
And it started a home record for rushing yards, one of a school record 7 rushing touchdowns, and then obviously going 10-0 for the first time. So a lot of history made in that game. What kind of is your reaction to any of those accomplishments?
Yeah, we celebrated for a second, but that's all it was given really, because we had a big test this week, and even after that it's playoff time now. So we gave it 2 seconds of celebration. We made history, but it's still work time.
Can you kind of take us inside the locker room right now? Like, what's the mindset going to Davis on Saturday?
Just controlled aggression, honestly. We're gonna go in and try and take it to them. We're constructing our game plan right now, and we're gonna be confident in what the coaches give us, and they're gonna be confident in us. So.
You spoke a lot on media day about the focus level of this group, and taking that game from last year's ending and bringing it into this year. So how have you guys kind of maintained that kind of want to know focus every single week?
I think it's just the trust in the guy next to you, honestly. Every time I go out there for every play, I look to my left and right, and I just see a bunch of guys that are really bought in, and we all have the same goal. And when you have that, it's hard to beat. When we all work as one, and we just want the same thing, it's going to be hard to stop us, honestly. So.
Doesn't sound like it's too tough for you and maybe some of the other veteran leaders, but how do you kind of help the younger guys maybe block out the outside noise and the magnitude of what this week means?
Definitely, it's just leading by example. We can't show them any sort of us faltering at all. We just gotta keep our mind on the goal, and that's to go 1-0. We just gotta keep going as the older guys, and show these guys that these big games, they're just like any other game. But they can be blown out of proportion if we let them. But we're not gonna let that happen.
You and Scott Trey both, and maybe somebody else have done the peace sign on your touchdown celebrations. Is that all it is, or is there some other meaning behind the
it's
two fingers?
Peace out. Yeah, they couldn't catch me, so it was like peace.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You did it last year, right, with the punt return touchdown?
I did.
It was
Yeah.
a great video.
Was your touchdown faster or Tommy's at Eastern?
I don't know. Coach Aaron hasn't checked the GPS yet. I asked him today. He's like, I haven't checked yet, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know tomorrow.
Your touchdown at Eastern to put the dagger in. I mean, what can you take me through that play and just how that felt in that moment and in that game that was obviously so close for the second half?
Yeah. So that drive, Coach Walker had previously mentioned that we would call that specific play because I told him and all the other coaches that I think we could get 36 on a deep ball, and he said, we call it if we got a first down, but we got that offsides penalty, false start from the O-line, and Coach Walker just trusted me and Tommy at that moment, and Tommy said he looked at my side, and I'd already beat him, and he just laid it out there, and I caught it and just tried to run away as fast as I could.
Speaking of Tommy, you spoke a lot about him and just how much of a crazy athlete he is earlier, in the media days, but how much has he grown, to this point?
Yeah, Tommy, I think he's had all of it under the hood forever, honestly. It's just whether when was the right time to awaken it, when he was going to be given the opportunity to awaken it. He's always been able to throw, he's always been able to do all these things. Like I've said before, the 2 quarterback system we've had just didn't let either of them get in the flow, but we're finally starting to see Tommy, get in this flow. He's doing things that we know he could do, but he just wasn't really given the opportunity to. So yeah, he's an amazing athlete. He's probably faster than me, honestly. But yeah, he's a great guy, great leader of the team. It's a guy that I want to follow. So I think that's the making of a championship team. So
He has these instincts that just seem second nature, like when he knows, when he needs to run out of bounds, run past all the DBs. Is that second nature to him? I guess can you just kind of speak to just how mentally sound he is?
yeah, he's taken a big step from just last year. I don't think it was second nature before, but it is now. he's gotten a lot smarter with just his body because he knows we need him for the long haul. He knows when to get out of bounds, and he knows when to throw the ball now rather than just run it and take a pointless hit when we could take one of those hits rather than him. I look at the film sometimes like, dang, I'm proud of him because he ran out of bounds right there. He's a tough Butte kid. I guess people from Butte are tough. I've only been to Butte once, but I heard it's pretty rowdy down there. But yeah, it makes me happy to see how much he's grown just in the last year that I've been with him.
What's it like watching him sprint away from the secondary?
It's funny, man. We have a joke. The DBs probably don't think that he's that fast until they're in his trail. So it's fun to watch him run away from people. It's really fun.
On the same token, I mean, that touchdown you mentioned, DB was pretty close to you, and you were able to run away from him. So how does that feel to be able to have a guy close and pull away? From him for a touchdown?
It felt really good. I didn't think the hole would be that wide open, but again, that's just a testament to the running back, Adam Jones, Rohan Jones, and Ryan Lonergan, plus the O-line. But those guys on the outside really opened that hole up, and once I saw it, I just hit it and tried to run as fast as I could. So it felt really good. It felt really good to put that one up first.
Go back to the communication you were talking about in the Eastern touchdown. Bring us into that. I mean, how often are the coaches asking your opinion? Do you have to go up to them? Because it does sound like both sides of the ball, a lot of communications. The coaches are asking your opinion.
Yeah, it's constant communication. Every time we come off the field, especially with the iPads now, we're able to see more, but it's still different from being actually out there than watching it on film as well. So I always put my 2 cents in to my coach, Coach Udy, and he'll relay that to Coach Walker, and they'll tell me what they think, and vice versa. It's just trying to find the most optimal play for the next drive or that drive, if they call a timeout or whatnot. It's just constant communication back and forth, and I love it. They trust me, I trust them, they trust us. So I think we'll be able to use that going forward, and it'll be good for us.
And coming from FBS to come here and for an opportunity to try to win and play for a championship, how much has that lived up to your expectations just being in that moment right now?
It's been everything, honestly. It's probably more than I even expected. 10-0 is insane. I've never thought in my life I'd be able to go 10-0, especially do something that nobody has ever done here before and go 10-0. It's everything and more that I've hoped for coming here, and I can't thank the coaches and the players for accepting me here and taking me in.
Anything?
When it was 28-28 at Eastern, you guys kind of haven't had that moment, a moment like that where it's tight, going back to New Mexico, obviously. So how much do you think that helps you going into this week?
I think it's just further reinforcement of the trust in each other that we have on this team. We saw it in New Mexico, and then we saw it again then. There was no falter in us, and I think the defense that game, they were down, but they stepped up for us, and they got a stop, and then we just went up after that. It's just a testament to who we are as a team this year, and I think it was a really good, stepping stone for us going into this next block. So, yeah.
Just anything that you've seen or any, if you've watched film yet on Davis and anything about their secondary or defense that stood out so far?
Yeah, I watched the first half of the Montana game. They got some pretty good DBs, longer DBs than we've probably seen all season. 6'3", 6'2", I think I saw on the depth chart, and their safeties are pretty big, so we'll have to fit on them pretty well in the run game. But it's nothing like we haven't seen, honestly, other than the length. They're human. They're guys just like us, and it's going to be us against them at the end of the day, and we got to go win. And that's the message I'm relaying to the receiver room, and hopefully that's what everybody else is on other position groups.
You're going back to your home state. I know it's not super close like where you grew up, but any excitement there to go back to California, considering there's so many great California guys on this team as well.
Yeah, I hope to get some in and out, honestly. So, that's one thing I'm looking forward to. I don't think they DoorDash, so I gotta figure out it.
There's one near the hotel. I already looked it up.
Don't tell Coach B, but yeah, no, it's just hopefully the weather's nice. NorCal's a little bit different from SoCal. I think it might get a little colder out there, but it should be fine. We're used to the cold. Yeah, it should be cool. I got some friends coming out, so should be a fun experience.